Okay, I just wanted to give my 2 cents on the Drew Afuelo self love take. All the people that are dogpiling on her for talking about loving yourself versus, desiring a relationship or whatever the case may be. And I love Drew, and I don't think what she said was wrong. But I do want to make a point that this is the internet, right? And you have a mixture of a lot of people on the internet. You have people who are going to take what she said and understand that I do need to love myself more. I do need to put myself first. I do need to figure out who I am as a person, not necessarily for the sake of being in a relationship, because you can do all of those things outside of and within a relationship. But for some people that message will take, and for other people it's not going to take. And when you're on a large platform and you're on a place like the internet and you are hearing people's stories about, desiring a relationship or just whatever the case may be, I do understand why people would feel the way they feel when the message is coming from a person who is very much so in a happy or seemingly happy and healthy relationship, right? It's kind of like if I'm outside and I'm standing in the snow and I'm talking about how cold it is and this thin jacket is not really doing anything for me, and you're standing at the window on the inside of a warm, cozy house telling me to do jumping jacks to get my body heat up, and that should get me warm. When it's like, no, I want to be inside of a warm, cozy house. And I'm not trying to equate singleness to something negative, to say that it is just all, oh, I'm left out in the cold and da da da. But sometimes it can feel that way. And for a majority of the people who I think who have something to say about what she said or who took it as a negative thing, that is the way it is. That's the way that they feel. They feel like you're on the inside talking to those of us on the outside, and we don't want to hear it from you. And that's not a bad thing on her behalf. That's not a bad thing. It's just the call is coming from inside of the house type thing. I'm out here in the cold. I'm saying that I want to be inside. Outside is cool. I enjoy playing in the snow. It's fun. It's beautiful. I can take all my pictures. I can play with snowflakes. I can build snowmen, whatever the case may be. But this is not something that I want to do forever. Eventually, I'm going to want to go in the house and sit in front of the fireplace, right? And you are already in there, right? You could leave and go outside if you want to, but you're not. It's below 13 degrees out here. So you're going to stay in the house and you're going to sip your hot cocoa and you're going to sit in front of the fireplace. And that's where I want to be. And you telling me to do jumping jacks to get my heart rate up so that I can feed off of my own body heat, when it's like, nah, I could just go in the house. I would rather just go in the house. And I don't know if that's the best metaphor or not, but if you get me, you get me. The girls that get it. And so I think that is more so where people are coming from. It's not necessarily them attacking her for being like happily in a healthy relationship. No, we love that for you. Continue to show everybody that you deserve to show how well that man loves you and how well you love him. It's just that when it comes to people saying that they desire something that you have and something that does add benefit to your life, something that does make you feel good, you can't look at that person and be like, oh, don't mind me, don't mind this. You go focus on yourself. You go love yourself. You don't need that. I got this, and it's fun and it's great, but you don't need that, And it's just like, people don't want to hear that. People don't want to hear it coming from a person who has what they want. So again, while I'm not saying what she said was wrong. It's not wrong. You should love yourself. You should put yourself first. You should focus on yourself. But also, like, you could do that within a relationship. People can do that within a relationship. How many people do you hear that get on here and talk about their experiences of finding themselves or healing their inner child or continual healing once they got into a relationship? It heals different parts of you. And then I also wanted to kind of address those who feel the need to say, well, being in a relationship isn't all of that, and people still cheat, and look at all these horror stories, and I'm like, that's fine. Those things are true, and those people have every right to share their stories. But a lot of people are not saying, I'd rather have something than nothing. Some people are saying that. But most people, most healthy people, most healed people, most people who are looking for a healthy and healed relationship, or who are looking for a healthy romantic relationship, are not saying, oh, I'll take somebody who's hitting me upside the head and verbally abusing me or whatever over not having anything. That's not what they're saying. They're saying that they desire to have something positive. They desire to have something loving. They desire to have something with somebody that they want to be in a relationship with, right? They desire the healthy love. So for people to get on here and try to rebuttal them by saying, well, just because you're in a relationship doesn't mean you're going to be happy. For those of us who understand that relationships don't equate happiness, okay, we know that already. So what else do you have to say? It's kind of like, I don't know, it's just kind of like people are regurgitating all of these things that people who are healing, who are happy in within their own life, within their own friendships, within what they have going on, those people already know those things, right? So it's just like, sometimes it's better to just stay silent, right? Sometimes it's better to just allow people to feel their feelings and get their things out. And that's not me saying anybody should hush and not speak to how they feel. But when you have the thing that people desire to have, they desire to experience something healthy, something loving, something true, something that adds value to their life, something that adds to the happiness that they already have, it doesn't help them for you to tell them that they don't need those things or need to be focused on those things when you happily and openly show those things within your everyday life as well, and talk about how it helps your experience in living your happy and healthy life, you know? So that's just my take on it. Again, I don't think that she was wrong for what she said. I just do understand why people felt the way that they feel to what it is that she said. Like, people are tired of hearing those rebuttals. People are tired of hearing work on yourself and self-love and all of that. It's like, people are tired of hearing people try to say that platonic friendships, platonic love, familial friendships, familial love, self-love are all things that could replace romantic love, because it's not. And I've made a video about that on my YouTube before, which if you're not subscribed, you should subscribe. And if you're watching this on YouTube, you should go follow me on TikTok and on Instagram at Bob's the Builder. But I just say that to say no one's wrong in this situation necessarily, but I understand both sides. Yes, loving yourself is important. Yes, finding happiness within yourself is important, but also understand that people have desires, and some people's desires consist of romantic love, and telling them that they should think about other things or focus on other things is not going to take place or kill that desire that they have. And that's it. But I would love to hear your thoughts and comments and input below, so please feel free to leave a comment. Again, subscribe to me on YouTube, The Cousins Corner, Bob's the Builder, Bobby, tu prima favorita, you can find me. And also make sure that you follow me on TikTok and on Instagram at Bob's the Builder as well, BOBBS the Builder. Anyway, thank you for watching this video. Thank you for coming to my TikTok. Thank you for joining me in The Cousins Corner. Love you, and I'll see you next time. Bye.